That's just a real quick go through the controls of the Behringer Fuzz Bender. I just picked it up last night. It got delivered by Anderton's. First thoughts are it's really well made. I probably wouldn't use it at 12 o'clock like this. So this is a 20-watt tube amp. That's kind of loud, but with not a lot of gain. It's a bit dirty. This amp doesn't really do super clean. Now I'm in the original position. Now, original position is based on, according to Behringer, the Tone Bender 1.5, which is a rare version of the Tone Bender. So if we just quickly go into that one with everything at noon, with the same amp settings, on off. So it's not quite at unity. It's also taking some of the top end off because it's quite a bass heavy fuzz. Now, if I keep the settings the same, but we go into the mod position. Now mod, again, according to Behringer, is based on the version 2. Pick that one in. So just amp sound quickly. Again, it's a bit hollower. Now, chances are with me, I would start somewhere around here and I'd probably have this level somewhere around 1-2 o'clock. And I'd probably want my fuzz normally around 3, maybe 4 o'clock. Keep the same settings on the Fuzz Bender, but we're going to pop that into the mod mode. Just a quick, that's how full you are. See, it's hollow. It's that kind of cock-wah thing, that kind of... that kind of thing. You know who I'm talking about. Generally, my first thoughts are this fuzz is pretty good. Now I'm using an SG. I think that's Seymour Duncan or some description in the bridge. Just going to pop it over to the net pickup, which I believe is on this one, a Gibson one. Can't remember which model. Not that it really matters. So I'll just play a few chords and a few riffs, give you an idea of the thickness of the fuzz. And then we'll try the similar riffs but in the mod position. Straight away, well, I can. It's that cock-wah thing. It loses obviously a lot of body. However, it does cut quite nicely. So in a band situation, that version 2 could actually be your friend. Now, what I might do is try to wind this up a bit. I don't know how well the microphone on my iPhone will handle it, but let's just put that fuzz, that attack up, and let's dime that level. So we're hearing quite a lot of hiss now. And I think the mod mode has got a bit more hiss than the original mode. Give it a similar riff again. And then we'll do the same riff, but we'll go over to the original mode which will give us a lot more bottom end. I kind of like both. One thing I had noticed is chords aren't too bad, they seem to ring out okay. Even the more complex ones, they seem to be able to get the notes. Bridge pickup here. Neck pickup. So it's not too bad. Let's try that again on the mod mode. Bit much. That kind of cockwa, it's definitely got that kind of Ronson thing going on, which is quite nice. I quite often use a cockwa, so that could be useful. Obviously I haven't had this for very long, so I haven't really experimented with all the settings, of which there are loads. Anybody that likes fuzz pedals will know that sometimes it can be a few millimeter change on the dial can really get the sound you want. First impressions are though, I'm just going to turn the guitar volume down a second, really well built. It's like a cast casing. It's smaller than a standard tone bender. Boss pedal is about that big in comparison, ballpark. These seem to give you a fairly decent range. Obviously the level just gives you more of it. They, on first thoughts, they're quite interactive. You know, the sweep of that attack affects the tone at the same time, so it's definitely a pedal that I need to play with a lot more to get the most out of it. But yeah, definitely first thought's great. If you've never had a tone bender or you want to know what a tone bender is about, this is a great price point. It's a good place to start. You're looking at, what are they, £59 I think they are in the UK, which I think is really reasonable. Another good thing about it, just a couple of things that I've noticed are, yeah, build quality is great. I love the fact that you've got a 9-volt input there, and it only takes 25 milliamps, so hardly any draw. If you put a battery in it as well, it's going to last for ages because there's not much draw there current. Having a LED indicator is a nice modern update as well. And then the obvious one for me is the instrument jack is the right way around for a modern pedal, whereas a lot of tone benders, they're reversed, and it can be a real pain in the backside when you have to put them in with other pedals, because actually you plug in on this side and you come out of that side. So the little modern updates of a smaller casing, LED, power, and also I forgot to mention this is true bypass. So when you've not got it engaged, this is not going to mess with your tone. So that could be useful. Things I haven't tried stacking it yet, and I haven't tried it with a dying battery. Sometimes I find certain fuzz pedals work really well with dying battery. I've got a load of them in the studio, so what I'll do is I'll try some out later on. But generally, if I had to give it a mark out of 5 for the price point, it's going to be a 5 out of 5 really, because there's nothing here not to like. It's solid build, super cheap, gets you in the ballpark. It's got some useful vintage fuzz tones, super easy to use. So yeah, definitely a thumbs up from me.